Just Killing Time is brought to you by Anderson Rifles.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Just Killing Time TV. This week we are hitting up with our good friend Tim Nickerson, Maine Woodsman Guide Service. Old Tim runs a great operation. Sadly this year I wasn't able to go, but old Bear Gall Johnson stood in my place. He's got the Anderson, him and Buck both got the Andersons. They're hitting up for this year to see if they can get the job done. As old Tim says, this week we are hunting the bar.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, myself and Gerald had a great trip without Max, and I think I'm planning on doing the same thing again this year, and maybe just parting ways with Max altogether.
Hey, you
on
know,
the road this fall.
It's been a reoccurring trend. Last year it seemed like just
due
to the logistics, we had to split up more, and you know what? I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you guys let us know. Max go his way and I go my way. I think it works for me.
2 thumbs up here.
Anderson Rifles presents
Grab your gear and come on with us, heading out from dawn to dusk. Get 'em in your sights and let it fly. Amped up to close the deal and a pocket full of tags for filling. One thing I can say keeps me alive, just killing time.
Well, me and Gerald just pulled into Maine. We're up here with Maine Woodsman Guide Service. We're going to do a little bear hunting this week with Tim and the guys. I tell you, it's a 13 or 14 hour run, and we drove all night to get here. It's about 1 o'clock. We're going over here and hang our advanced tree stand and put the camera arms up, and we're hoping tomorrow on our first day we can get the job done and put old big black bear on the ground. So y'all hanging with us. They've been putting the hammer on them, dropping the hammer on them up here the last 2 weeks. So hopefully they saved it to you for me and Gerald. Let's go hang and stand. Opening day in bear camp, the evening before I should say, you always get lobster when you go to Maine.
Yep,
Tim always has lobster for you.
Fresh lobster.
And so we put the old feed bags on there the first night. Then the next morning, of course, we wanted to go out and put our camera arms up. And I even hung a stand in above. Well, Tim didn't even have a stand up because I knew where I was going, so I took my own stand and hung it on the old burnt log bait.
How come I never? Every time I go up, I've never got to hunt the burnt log bait. You always do.
What? Because I know how to get there, and it's my spot now.
Oh, it's his
I even
spot.
got a buck's bait up there where I killed the first bear, and I haven't even been back to that one.
That's the way he is, folks. Everything is Buck's spot.
Hey, Tim named it. It's buck's bait, but I didn't even hunt it this year.
Why didn't you hunt Buck's bait?
Burnt log. It's called burnt log / buck now.
You always get where you want to
Killed
go.
a couple
That's
good
what
bear
it
off
is.
that bait.
Well, folks, we just got in here to where I'm going tomorrow. It's the burnt log bait, one of my favorite places to hunt up here at 10. Go in here and hang the old advanced takedown stand and pull a camera, pull a card, and see what we got on the card. I sent a couple cameras up here to 10. And tomorrow, baby, let's see if we can score.
We get in there and we hang my stand, go into Gerald's spot. Of course, the baits are getting hammered before we get there.
Get out of here tomorrow, baby.
This Anderson rifle shot 5,000 rounds without a drop of oil.
We're gonna clean it Anderson style. I think she's clean.
Anderson rifles never need oiling and clean up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
We're check the old Anderson. I've never shot a bear with a gun, so I got the Anderson with me today. And it's not gonna be as far a shot as we're used to, so I'm gonna climb up here and shoot at a little closer range than normal. So get up here and get tied in. Jack the shell in this thing and see what we do close range. Might have to make a little slight adjustment. I probably ain't gonna move nothing.
You in there?
We ain't gotta touch a thing. 25 yards, 300 yards. She dialed in. First evening, man. We're hoping we'll get her done. Y'all hang in there with us. See what happens. And of course, we go out on day one. And Gerald, you know, Bear Gall, that's how he got his name, Bear Gall.
Yeah,
he gets that itchy trigger finger.
Yeah, he does.
So he's sitting there on the first evening. He has a small bear show up.
Wish Max was with us and he's at home. Probably doing nothing, sitting around, drinking coffee. I'll shoot one for you though, Max, don't worry.
He's sitting there on the first evening. He has a small bear show up. And of course, he decides to give that bear the green light.
Proud of you, Gerald. Proud of you, bro. You let one go.
Yeah, but it wasn't long. Right before he lost camera light, another bear shows up.
Struck again, same stand, just about the same time, and guess what?
What?
He almost ran to the tailgate this time.
You didn't get him to the truck this time?
Well, he was close. He didn't run far, about 30 yards.
I guess you were right. He didn't go too far.
No, sir. Appreciate it, Tim.
Nice job.
Ryan, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate all y'all do. I mean, y'all, old Virginia boy coming up and hunting, doing what he loves to do, hunting, just a dream of mine to come up here and hunt over a bait.
Well, we appreciate having you come up.
I just want to thank y'all. Top notch. It's top notch. Not quite as big as the last one I got up here, but he'll do.
Yes.
Tickled to death with him. He really gave me a rush coming in, and I tell you, the old Anderson just couldn't ask for a better weapon to have up there in the tree with me.
So when he came in, after he hit the barrel and you decided to take the shot, what happened?
Yeah, he come in from the right, come around the barrel. I let him get to the barrel because I wasn't sure how big he was. Knew he was good enough for me.
Yep.
I'm not the bear hunter, so if it looks good to me, I'm pulling the trigger. Circled the barrel, got a little piece, and come back in front. And I knew right then I needed to take a shot.
You didn't have to track him very far either.
No, 20-yard dash. You run it almost as far as the other one did. He's pretty close to the opening there. We could get the truck to him.
Yeah, that's what we like.
Yep, that's
Short
what we like.
recoveries.
Yeah, especially after just dragging that other monster out of the bush with you.
Well, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That Billy got earlier tonight.
Yep, old Billy did good.
About 100-yard drag and a lot of thick stuff. But
Well, luckily with this one, we ain't got far to drag. The truck's sitting about, 20 yards away from
it's
us
not
right
very
now.
far from us.
So let's get him back and get some supper. What do you think?
See, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, what are we having?
We're having some spaghetti and tossed salad.
Sounds good. Folks, come on up and join these guys. It's a family-owned operation. I tell you what, they got it going on. You will see bear, and you about got a 100% chance of having a shot at the bear. So come up and see these guys in Maine.
Right there before dark, another bear shows up, a little bigger than the first one. So Gerald couldn't give that one the green light. Boy, he let the old Anderson bark and made a good hit on the bear. The same bait Gerald hunted the previous year where he killed his first bear ever. So, Gerald, he scored opening day, and myself, I'm still sitting at the burnt log.
You always sitting, probably eating too, knowing you.
You got to be asking yourself, what am I looking at? What is this mess? One of the largest rifle distributors in the country pitted the Anderson rifle against one of the top leading brands in a shootout. The leading gun was prepped thoroughly, cleaned and lubricated to perfection. The Anderson rifle was cleaned but stripped of all lubrication. It was fired completely dry. This is only possible because the Anderson was treated with RF-85, the permanent treatment that reduces friction 85%. The rifles were fired as fast as humanly possible. In less than an hour, the leading brand rifle failed at 900 rounds. An hour went by. Then 2. Then 3. The Anderson kept firing. After 4 hours, the red-hot gun cooked rounds off. No trigger was needed. Finally, the grip caught on fire. After 4,238 rounds and still firing, with the gun on fire, they called it quits. They couldn't get the Anderson to fail. This is that rifle. Look at these close-ups. This Anderson rifle shows absolutely no wear. Can your rifle do this? It can if it's an Anderson. RF-85 makes it run with 85% less friction, 23% faster action, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
Hey folks, welcome to High Mountain Seasonings, Just Grilling Time. This week we're going to take some fresh alligator meat and we're going to pan sear it with a little bit of bacon and butter. And we're going to use some High Mountain seasoning on it, but we're just going to take this and we're going to cut it up into bite-sized pieces and get it ready for over here on the pan. I've got it heating up. I need to hit my knife on my old Lansky sharpener here for a minute. Much better. We're going to grab a little bit of our bacon. And we're going to pop that in the pan. Let that cook up a second. While we've got that bacon getting crisp back there, we will take this and we'll season up this alligator a little bit. We're going to use a little bit of trail dust and we're going to take the lid off so we can get the right amount in there. And we should have a lemon running around here somewhere. A little bit of onion. And put all that in there. And then we're going to throw this right in that pan with that bacon going. You want to take these and make sure you get them seared on all the sides. It doesn't take very long for this to cook. Pretty small pieces, but it makes a great appetizer, or you can serve it as a meal, serve it over rice, couscous, whatever you want. Just let them finish up here. But High Mountain Seasoning has a new packet sauce. This is a Chardonnay sauce. It's a finishing sauce. And this is a portobello mushroom, but this is great. You make this up. I mean, instructions are on the back. Make this up, and we're going to do this, but we'll make this up and we'll glaze over the top of these with this. It's basically just a great light finishing sauce, and this adds a wonderful flavor to it. Now then, once we got that about where we want it, and it's almost done, we need about a half, maybe 3/4 stick of butter, and we're just going to drop that in there. All right, we're going to take these out, plate them up here. All right, we're going to let those sit for just a sec. We've got this butter, and it's still going. We're going to turn our heat up. Need about a cup of water. Going to add that to it. We're going to take our sauce. We're going to mix that up. We're gonna let it heat up. It's gonna thicken up quite a bit, as you can see. We're gonna pour that right over the top of this. We've got pan-seared alligator with a Chardonnay mushroom sauce over the top of it. And we're just gonna sit down and we're just gonna eat this just like that. Like I said, you can put that over rice, whatever you wanna do, and it'll be perfect. But for the recipe and more recipes, go to jkttv.com. This is Kyle Nutt at Rain Creek Ranch. Thank you.
Our Anderson No Lube AR-15 is built with pride in the USA, right here in Hebron, Kentucky. Our 30,000 square foot facility has the latest in computerized manufacturing. Only Anderson rifles have RF85 that reduces friction 85%, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. Anderson quality control is second to none. The Anderson AR-15, the world's only no lube rifle.
I'm still sitting, and we get back to camp, and they're already killing bear, man, opening day. I'm usually a day 3 or 4 kind of guy up there for Tim. It seems like for some reason, it's always been like on a Thursday. I told Tim before, I might just wait and go out on Thursday because I don't know how many years.
Sit around camp, have beer.
I don't know how many years it's been on my 4th evening before I killed a bear or saw a bear.
It's my last night up here in Maine, up here in Maine Woodsman Guide Service. I saw 2 or 3 bear the first night. Just didn't get the one in long enough before he took off. Hopefully they'll be hungry tonight. Like I said, it's the last night. Bobbing the 9th, 2 outs. So we'll see what happens.
And it's going on, I don't know, 5:45, 6 o'clock. I still got an hour or so of shooting light left. Well, I'd be daggone if the bear don't show up. And he's a good bear too, as you can see. But he is so skittish and cautious, he comes and goes. He came in there 3 or 4 times before he would actually commit. Honestly, he came in and then he went to leave while I was getting that. One time, if I'd have been right-handed, I could have probably shot the bear if you look at the video, but I had a tree in my way from where the camera was, so I couldn't shoot. And you probably wondering why I didn't take that shot, but it just didn't work out, me being left-handed. But the bear was leaving, and he turned and sat down on a rock. Looked like we drilled him right in the front shoulders.
Put one of those Wilson combat right through him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hope he made a good hit. Like he reared up when I shot. He ain't heard any death moan, but I heard him crashing down through the woods. So give old Gerald a holler and see if we can go find him. Y'all hang in there with us, man. Hopefully me and Joe Anderson scored.
We just shot that bear about half hour ago, and I come back out the truck, take some of my gear out here, waiting on Tim to get in here in the gas and go do a little tracking job. Don't know how far he run. Looked like a good hit. So let's walk back in here, and Tim's gonna be here in a few minutes and see if we can find him. Let's go. Hey fellas, I'm glad y'all finally got here.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Looked like we hit him pretty hard, but he took off down in that thick crap where I shot that big one and went in the other year. So we just backed out and waited for y'all to get here. So come over and see if we can pick up a blood trail and see how far he went.
All right, let's check it out.
You lead the way, buddy. Or I'll show you. We back out, get a hold of Tim, go back out the road there to where we got good service and get a hold of Tim, wait on them. They're picking up other hunters. So then we had all the other hunters wanting to come in and help recover the bear. Again, this is my last
You had a
evening.
recovery party.
Hey man, I don't know. I don't know how far you think he went. 100 yards?
So at least, yeah, 150 yards.
Let's get my hands on him. Pretty bear. Pretty bear. Right in that front shoulder.
Anderson did it again.
Yeah, it did. Thought we hit this bear hard, but I can't believe it went as far as it did. But me and Joe Anderson, the AR 308, did a trick. Tim, put me on one again. The Burnt Log, man, my favorite spot. Ryan, I appreciate you guys having me and Gerald up here. Thank you guys for sharing this with us, and I just thank the good Lord we're able to get out and do this, and appreciate Tim and the guys having us up. Y'all stay tuned. We're just killing time up here in Maine Woodsman Guide Service. Let's get him out of here. Again, this was my first bear kill with a rifle, and the old Anderson did its job. He didn't go that far. We just had to pick up the blood trail, man. And again, Maine Woodsman Guide Service, we had a great hunt, and I'm looking forward to going back with this year. And I hope it's me and Gerald old Bear Gall and not Big Boy here.
Well, you never know.
I'll find something for you to do that week.
I hear you.
Next week, folks, like I said, we were coming home to hunt with the kids. So next week, it's all about the kids,
Youth
man.
Day?
Youth Weekend. They changed it. Youth Weekend here in Virginia. So you all don't want to miss it. It's all kids.
As I like to say, it's a hunt for the young and the deadly.